Ladies and gentlemen, our main event of UCW World Class. The European Championship is on the line. Alexander Storm takes his shot at Lone Star Jr., the two-time European champion. This is an Extreme Rules match for the UCW European Championship, ladies and gentlemen. Our first contestant making their way down to the ring, his first shot at UCW Gold, Alexander Storm, makes his way onto the stage. The crowd loves him. He does not love them. You know what's crazy? Is they probably started watching a movie downstairs, and that is probably what knocked the stream off. We pay for decent internet, but we do not have a good router. And I'm also upstairs, so I'm the last to get the signal. But I already told him, I was like, I'm gonna drill a hole directly through the floor, run an Ethernet cable through the whole house. I don't even care anymore. Alexander Storm taking a look at the UCW universe, mocking them as he makes his way down to the ring. Alexander Storm awaits his opponent. The UCW arena lights up as the European champion makes his way down to the ring. I personally love the way that belt looks around his waist. I think it fits his vibe, fits his gimmick perfectly. I think the colors complement and accent each other very nicely. I'd hate to see him lose this belt again, but it's very possible, ladies and gentlemen. A fan favorite here on UCW World Class. Fired up, rearing to go. Lone Star Jr. very excited in the backstage area tonight. We approached him for an interview, but he looked at me and walked away. As most of them do, because they don't exist. They're all in my head. All of it's in my head. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the UCW European Championship. A better look at it as the announcer gets the crowd in order for what is sure to be a crazy main event here tonight. Alexander Storm, Lone Star Jr. The bell rings, the match begins. Lone Star Jr., Big Frankensteiner with some punches to start off the match. Alexander Storm was not ready for how quick Lone Star Jr. is. Both these men first time going at it against each other in UCW. Moonsault connects, he stomps down on the hand. Big kick to the face, busts Alexander Storm open early. Not a good sign for the challenger. Lone Star Jr. with a sledgehammer down onto the body. This does not look good for Alexander Storm, ladies and gentlemen. He rips the sledgehammer away from Lone Star. Lone Star just so much quicker. Not quick enough to get out of the way of that punch or that elbow, though. Off the middle rope, Alexander Storm. He's got the arm. Drops the knee down onto the arm of Lone Star. Alexander Storm trying to get anything together here. We all hope Lone Star wins, Lunar. You are not alone. Big kick to the face. Connects to Alexander Storm. Only a 1 count. Stomping down on the chest. Lone Star Jr. looking different ever since the fight against Hayden Hardaway at Behind Closed Doors. If you did not catch it, go check it out on the YouTube. An absolutely crazy pay-per-view for UCW's pay-per-view debut. Lone Star Jr. catches the kick from Alexander Storm, puts him down on his back. If you think you can take on Lone Star, roll up cover from Alexander Storm. Only a 1 count. The hopes of the UCW universe stays alive. He caught him with the kick. Stunner connects. Alexander Storm laid out. Lone Star Jr. not done. Sledgehammer down onto the body of Alexander Storm. Big kick to the chest. If you think you can take on Lone Star Jr., all you've got to do, post your community creation 2K25, last gen or next gen, UCW, UU, or EF. All you got to do is comment after that to let me know you did it. I'll go check and get you added. While you're at it, though, join the Discord in the description of the YouTube. Alexander Storm going for a cover, only a 2 count. Lone Star Jr. fights out, keeping the dream alive. Stepping down on the hand, and then a big kick to the elbow of Lone Star. Alexander Storm throws the hammer down on him, going for another cover. Only a count of 1. He gets him up, throws him back down onto his back. Lone Star Jr., so much energy left in him, he gets back up to his feet almost instantly. Big elbows from Alexander Storm connect, doing anything he can to stop the momentum that Lone Star Jr. has built. The drop kick did not take him down. He's simply dazed and confused. Big hammer shot does the job. That usually does it. Going for another cover. 2. Lone Star Jr. kicks out at 2. Big punch and forearm across the back. He catches him with the elbow. Lone Star Jr. wrenching the arm. Alexander Storm with a reversal. Takes him down. Mounted punches from Storm. He calls him to his feet. Alexander Storm's got something big in mind. Going up to the middle rope. What's he got? Elbow down onto the top of the head. Lone Star Jr. caught him with a punch to the gut. Big reversal. Throws him into the ropes. Knee to the gut. Kick to the back of the head from Lone Star. The hammer comes back into play. Now give me a second to breathe. We got to get a soundboard in here that says, breathe, breathe. Or does that count towards F-bombs too? Cretin, do you know that? Big elbows to the body of Alexander Storm. Drop kick to the face. Steel chair comes into play. Lone Star Jr. knocks it out of his hands. Big suplex takes Alexander Storm down to the ground on the outside. Going back underneath the ring. Lone Star Jr. with the kendo stick. Looked like he had 2 for a second. Takes it across the back of Alexander Storm. It's broken. Shattered across his shoulders. Another kick to the gut. Stunner on the outside from Lone Star Jr. This match cannot end on the outside. He's got to get Storm back into the ring. Throws him too far. Alexander Storm spills back down onto the ground. Gets him back up to his feet. Needs to get him into the ring. Alexander Storm regains consciousness, fights back. Catches Lone Star with a punch, but Lone Star caught it. Takes him back down. Mounted punches, palms, elbows, whatever he can get. A leg DDT connects from Lone Star. He's got a trash can. Throws it out of the way. Alexander Storm not moving until Lone Star got there. Caught him with a kick. He played possum well. Catches him. Another Frankensteiner with punches to follow. This time on the outside. Alexander Storm has been bleeding for quite some time. Lone Star Jr. back into the ring. Going over the ropes up to the top. Looking at Alexander Storm. He comes down. Elbow barely connects. Kind of grazed him, if you ask me. He might have got him in the eye. Like, that would hurt really bad. But, like, I don't see how that connected. Lone Star Jr. calls Storm up to his feet. Storm with a reversal. Big kick to the gut. This is wrestling, Cretin. Thank you. Goes for the roll-up cover. Lone Star Jr. with one of his own. 1, 2. Alexander Storm fights out. Going for another. Lone Star gets out again. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. Throws him into the ropes. Misses the drop kick. Lone Star Jr. still on his feet. This is wrestling. Yes, Darkwind. Yes, Cretin. Yes, it is. Thank you for thinking that. Up to his feet. Storm caught him with that hammer, though. I actually really like this song. I don't know if y'all can hear the music very well, but Suno popped off with this one. Working the arm once again, wrenching it across his body, snapping it down. Alexander Storm in control. Lone Star Jr. not looking good. The champion needs to get back up to his feet if he's got any hope of winning this match. Throws him back down onto the hammer. Alexander Storm going for the leverage pin. 2. Lone Star Jr. kicks out. Big punch to the face. He's got the choke locked in. Lone Star Jr. dazed on his feet. Lone Star Jr. passed out. Alexander Storm is your new European champion. What? I was not expecting this. The UCW universe in disarray. They have a new European champion once again. Lone Star Jr. only a 2-week reign to follow his previous 2-week reign. Alexander Storm. I know, blue, white, and red, never dead. What happened? It's so sad. Alexander Storm very proud of himself as he holds that championship above his head.